Окей. Мы вернулись. Я успел перезапустить интернет. Надеюсь, что в этот раз будет лучше. Хотя, конечно, печально, если в тот день, когда я наконец-то решил постримить, Good Game взял и подсунул такую задницу. Как решил нормально не идти. Так, ну ладно. Что там у нас? Good Game вроде бы идет. Выдает стабильный зеленый сигнал. На YouTube вроде ничего не показывает по-прежнему. Надеюсь, это не из-за какого-нибудь опять вируса или еще какой-нибудь фигни. Ладно, я думаю, та игра, конечно, прикольная, но она немножко монотонная. Лучше, наверное, кое-во что другое сыграть. Но в любом случае это сделаю после того, как прогрузится наконец-то, блин, браузер, потому что он что-то не хочет. А я все-таки хочу видеть, как у меня отображается игра в трансляции. А, нет, смотрите-ка. Привет, Глеб. Да? YouTube пошел, значит, как я и предсказывал. Надо было перезапустить трансу. Сейчас постепенно прогрузятся чаты, и мы продолжим. А то я уже начал, но оно, короче, тупануло. Текс. Так. Отлично, Good Game идет. Сейчас YouTube тоже прогрузится. У меня. Но он что-то не спешит. Вот. Да, кстати, буду признателен, если все, кто смотрит на YouTube, поставят лайки. Вроде на Good Game это можно. Так. Открыть чат в новом окне. Так, ну что, она... Да. На Good Game тоже идет, все, можно продолжать. Я думаю, bear with me наконец-то. Продолжим. Вообще, я, по-моему, начинал его стримить, но я особо не продвинулся. Даже первый эпизод тогда не прошел, поэтому ничего, если я сейчас начну заново. Тем более не помню, у меня с него сохранилась запись или нет. Вообще, это, конечно, безобразие, то, что двухмерные игры ухитряются лагать в трансляции. Такие не самой, прям скажем, сногсшибательной анимацией или чем-то. Это ж как надо постараться, чтобы им загрузить. Ох, ё-моё. Вот это звук. Прям Dolby Digital настоящий. Это ж как надо постараться, чтобы загробить в двухмерной игре оптимизацию. В смысле, 4 гигабайта оперативной памяти, это все-таки не 2. И не 1. Так, давайте заново. Я, наверное, текст, как обычно, не буду зачитывать, буду просто свою реакцию озвучивать. Я надеюсь, в принципе, тут субтитры не очень шустрые и достаточно крупные, их можно успевать читать. Хотя, когда я специально пытаюсь читать субтитры, они обычно, наоборот, ускоряются несколько раз, от меня убегают. Особенно это обидно, конечно, с иностранными субтитрами. Я надеюсь, оно меня не перекрикивает, но если что, я могу сделать потише. Не, лучше я говорю. Сам буду просто озвучивать свою реакцию. Ну, тут я, по-моему, кстати, выправил настройки. Тут, по идее, Windows мод, никакого лимита FPS. Там еще какая-то фигня, по-моему, в последующих эпизодах появится, типа вертикальной синхронизации, которую я отключил. Это радует, Маш, спасибо. Так. Ну что, Давай потрещим Миле.
It seems you had a nightmare.
Вот наш первый интерактивный диалог.
I don't really remember. That's all right, miss. Nightmares are best forgotten.
Черно-белое все такое.
I guess you're right. What are you doing here, Millie? Is everything okay? Oh no, miss. Something terrible is happening down in Paper City. I came here as soon as I could. I wanted to warn you and your brother not to go there, but when we arrived, I could only find you. What do you mean? Miss, I'm afraid your brother is missing. I have to go find Flint. Millie, you stay here and rest. I'll come and check up on you later. Please, before you go around looking for your brother, miss, go and find Mr. Bear and ask him to come along. He's retired now, but he was always so fond of you. I'm sure he'll help you out. He may not be an easygoing man, but he has a kind heart. Ted? I know where he is. He has a small office in my closet, but Ted and we can't work together anymore.
По крайней мере, мы можем не бояться, что у нас в шкафу мрак или еще какая-нибудь хрень. У нас медведь это место занял под офис.
Whatever falling out you two had, I beg you to reconcile.
Так, наверное, надо на втором этим самым понизить звук, а то будет очень забавное эхо. Так. Я могу найти и сама. Ну, одна голова хорошо, а две же лучше, да ведь? Пусть даже одна из них медвежья. И мне опилки.
It's a shame you two aren't working together anymore. You were always such good friends. But for your sake, miss, please don't go wandering around alone. There is something else I haven't told you about.
Ладно, лучше пусть она договорит, а потом я озвучу то, что я хотел сказать. Если не забуду в процессе.
Came down to Paper City a week ago. He's asking a lot of questions about you. What man? We call him the Red Man. There were a lot of fires down in the city this past week. Ever since he showed up. The officials are burying their heads in the sand, while this man has an entire city, your city, miss, cowering in fear. Well, Paper City Police Department isn't known for its heroic head-on approach to crime fighting. The mayor and the commissioner have issued a citywide lockdown until all of this is sorted out. A lot of people are escaping the city. We managed to escape through the East Tunnel's maintenance route, but most of the exits are closed off now. You said we escaped. Is someone else here with you? The Mugshot boys helped me through the East Tunnel. Bless their hearts. We arrived at Flint's room, but he wasn't there, so I came here to wake you up. I have to go now, Millie. I'll be back as soon as I can to come check on you. Do you need anything? I'm fine, little miss. I just need to rest is all. Please, before you go out, find Mr. Bear and ask him to come along.
Так вот, я хотел сказать, что судя по тому, что тут происходит, и как вообще говорит главная героиня, складывается впечатление, что ей не 10, а 20 или все 30 лет. Хотя, возможно, это просто на уровне фан-теории. Не помню, подтверждается ли там это где-то дальше. Но не будем сильно забегать вперед в плане сюжета. Так.
Oh, that's right. I remember playing with this a couple of days ago. It fell on the floor and the lens broke. I'll take the magnifier with me, but I better repair it before I return it to Ted.
Да, нам надо лупу починить.
It's all about the birds and the bees, and how the birds like to eat the bees and other insects.
It's
It's where I rest my pretty little head. This is my bed. There are many beds like this, but this one is mine.
Да, теперь понятно, что это отсылка к цельнометаллической оболочке. Несмотря на антураж, это все-таки не детская игра. И отсылки тут очень взрослые. К Большому Любовски, к Молчанию ягнят. И к этому замечательному фильму.
It's a broken clock. Totally useless without the small hand.
Так. Мне смутно кажется, что мы что-то еще должны были найти в комнате. А, вот растение. Что мы с ним можем делать?
Folium cadent. When was the last time I watered this? Oh, that's right, I didn't. It's really hanging in there.
Я же руку нажал. Должно что-то произойти. Или нет? Странное кино, очень странное, ладно.
My chest. It's the best. Nothing interesting about them. Well, one of them has a PhD in clinical virology, so I guess that's something. My collection of paintings. Mom said I could have any painting in the house for my room. It was a rigorous selection process.
Так, оно опять это делает, да? Или нет? Так, у нас есть швейцарский нож, у нас есть лупа со сломанной линзой. Это уже что-то. А, во, еще вот этот ящик надо вытянуть.
I'll just pick this up. You never know when it might come in handy.
Да уж. Батарейка лишней не будет.
Miss, don't go wandering around alone.
Да. Нас, естественно, не выпустят в одиночку. Но и название игры не будет иметь смысла, если мы с собой не возьмем медведя. Поэтому...
Amber Ashworth, if I had a nickel for every time this broad got me into trouble, I'd be neck deep in nickels right now. Something was different this time. I could feel it in the air. Someone really put the scares on her. Despite her fragile appearance, Amber's a tough kid, so it was unusual to see her like this. She starts talking, and I start pretending I don't care. I told her I'm tired, for good this time.
Чревато.
Fell on deaf ears again. Anyway, she starts talking about Bill, Paper City, her brother, and all that jazz. And I'm wondering how many times we've gone through this before. You see, we have this routine where she asks me for help, as she always does, and I play hard to get, as I always do. Eventually, I give in. We've done this so many times I've lost count.
Вот сейчас они очень неудачно расположили текст прямо за вот этой зачеркивающей фигней.
She knows the drill, and so do I. Might as well just hear her out. Her words ring through my office.
Ну там легкую фразу сказал, типа, что она это столько раз делала, то есть мы это столько раз делали, что я потерял счет.
They get lost in the cold autumn rain outside, tapping on my window in this hypnotic manner. It's calming in a way, or is it the booze that makes me calm? Not much to do when you're retired, and hobbies were never my cup of tea. I know her standing in my doorway with her lady in distress shtick means bad news for me, and yet I know I'm in for it again. The sun is slowly setting and the rain gets heavy. The news said there will be a storm tonight.
Да вроде солнце уже давно село, судя по тому, как там снаружи все выглядит.
Hi, Ted. I heard you...
Cut the ceremony, doll. I ain't doing it.
Doing what?
Whatever little plan you've schemed up this time to ruin my life. You're bad news, doll. Always were. Do me a solid this time and leave me out of it. I'm busy.
I knew you wouldn't help me. I only asked because Millie insisted you come along.
Millie? Are we investigating old wives' tales now? It's getting late, doll. Shouldn't you be in bed?
My birthday is coming up soon, and I thought I'd extend an invitation.
Your birthday was 6 months ago.
Yeah, but
Но это
I'm
второй
planning some big things
запасной
for my
день
next one.
рождения, чё?
I thought I'd start preparing early.
Good thinking. You don't want to repeat that fiasco from 2 years ago.
Yeah, that was really bad. Who knew salmonella was still a thing?
I know, right? Anyway, I'll tell my secretary to get you something nice.
You don't have a secretary.
Exactly. If you don't mind, babe, I'm pretty busy here, so...
Oh my god, you're still mad at me? After all this time? I really need your help, and I kind of promised Millie I would ask you to come along.
Mad? Why would I be mad? I was almost thrown into a wood chipper thanks to you. I was lucky. One of the guys we investigated is in my bird-watching, poker and cigar club. And where were you? You ran off.
I was following a lead, somewhere else.
Yeah? What'd you found out?
Not much.
Not a goddamn thing. Listen, doll, I've got a nice little setup here. Lately, I've been doing some tailing work for jealous husbands down in the city. Bunch of nervous train wrecks, but the money is good. I grew tired of pulling bloated toys out of Dredge River. Our days of crime fighting are over. That whole thing, it's behind us. It belongs in the past. Capiche?
You've been practicing this speech, haven't you?
A little bit. How was it?
It was okay. The part about the bodies was a bit much.
I threw that in for dramatic effect. It wasn't in the original draft, though.
No, it was good. It gets the point across.
Does it really? You're still here, and I still have a lot of work to do.
Какие у тебя есть дела, чувак? Это сидеть тут и притворяться, что ты чем-то охрененно занят. Не, ну хотя это тоже трудная задача. Ты не должен за аренду. Ну а чё? Если можно с тараканов взыскивать квартплату, то с плюшевого медведя тем более, сам Бог велел.
How about I just keep pretending your office isn't in my closet and you actually owe me rent?
That was kind of a cheap shot, doll. But I guess nothing ever comes for free. What's this nonsense all about, anyways?
So, according to Millie, a lot of things are happening down in Paper City lately.
What things?
Like all sorts of bad things, and there's this guy that's responsible.
According to Millie.
The mayor has issued a citywide lockdown. No one is allowed to leave or enter the city limits until all of this is sorted out. They've managed to escape through the East Tunnel maintenance route, but I think that's been closed off too.
They?
Да, надо про орнитологов отвечать.
Yeah.
Он же этим
Millie and the
увлекается.
bird watchers of the world?
What? The BWOW is here? But they all went north last month. It's yellow cardinal season and an early start. I mean, what? I never heard of those guys before. What in the hell are you talking about? Are you making this up?
Yeah, sorry. The mugshot boys helped her out. I know how much
Ладно,
you
это
don't like
все равно
them.
было бесполезно, походу, он
what's not to
раскусил, что мы ему врем.
Fact that they're thieves and thugs. They literally stole a candy from a baby once.
But wasn't that baby an undercover cop?
Well, yeah, it was. But they didn't know that. Now, did they?
Anyways, they helped her escape the city
Да, мне
through
это
the East
нравится,
Tunnel,
они
the
буквально
one that
украли у
leads to
ребенка
Flint's room,
конфетку,
and
но
she said
этот
he
ребенок
wasn't
был
there.
внедренным к
She
ним
believes he's
копом.
gone missing. I need to go and check
Опять
on
же
Flint.
вспоминается кое-какой
Maybe he's
другой
still in the
сюжет.
house, but Millie
Но
doesn't
все
want me to
равно
go
шутка
alone.
удачная.
She says it's possible for the red man to have found an exit to my house.
Короче, нам надо
She's
брата
really
найти
scared.
и разобраться с этим
What red man?
красным
She was
человеком.
telling me about this man, dressed completely in red. He came down to Paper City recently and was asking questions about me.
He's asking questions about you? What's so interesting about you?
Hey, I'll have you know there are a lot of people out there who find me interesting. Millie is really scared of this man. I can't leave anything to chance. Will you help me out?
Whoa there, sugar cup. Even if I come along, and I'm still thinking that one over. I'm afraid a crucial component that'll help in our future investigation is missing.
Не хватает важной части будущего расследования. Что же это может быть?
My brother?
No. Well, yeah, but something else too.
Your magnifier?
That's right, dollface. Now be a good assistant and go find it for me.
I'm sorry, your assistant?
You know what I mean. Now get cracking.
Так мы ее уже нашли, она просто разбита. О, маска Джейсона.
It's my field hockey mask. My friend Jason wants to borrow it. As far as I'm concerned, he can have it. What's the worst that can happen? I really feel like I don't own enough shoes. And no, it's not a stereotype. It's just a fact. I got this for Flint, with my own money. It's some guardian superhero dude. Very bleak and depressing story arc.
Ладно.
These are my clothes. The colors are more on the bright side, but I can't help it. I love vivid colors.
Ну, звучит все убедительно.
I love the yarn work especially.
Так, батарейка... А, ну да. Батарейку мы достали из-под кровати. Так, ну... У нас же, по-моему, нету очков.
Here we see a lamp in its natural habitat. It's leaning forward, ready to leap with remarkable precision. A truly fascinating predator of the wild... office?
Где-то тут очки должны быть, из которых можно типа извлечь линзу.
Yes, yes, drawers. What will they think of next? Early bird cornflakes. I like to eat them in the evening, completely disregarding their overly advertised intended use.
Где-то тут должны быть очки, из которых мы достанем линзу и... починим это.
You said that this red man is asking questions about me. Why? I'm not sure, but you might be in danger, miss. This man's done nothing but horrible things since he showed up in Paper City. In only 1 week, he's got everyone, including the police department, hiding and running in fear. Can you tell me something more about this man? I'm afraid I don't know much, Miss Amber. Only stories here and there, plus what the paper has been covering. So far, I know he's been asking around about you, and that he's responsible for all the terrible things happening in the city lately.
Да, вот тебе и ладно.
Miss.
Да, я так и знал, что где-то там они должны лежать.
I don't really need glasses, but maybe they'll come in handy. Better take them with me just in case.
Так, вот, наш первый охренительный пазл.
I broke my mom's glasses. I better find use for this lens now.
Оп, оп.
This won't hold. I need some sort of adhesive.
Сейчас мы разгадаем этот охрененный пазл. Так, где там? Да, вот он клей. Момент.
I bet this glue will be useful. Better take it with.
Я не уверен, он вообще не применит эту лупу или как.
Come on.
По крайней мере, я не помню
There we go.
такого момента
Now I
в
just
игре.
need a lens. Voila! A perfect crime. Ted will never know.
That's not my magnifier.
What do you mean? It's a magnifier. It magnifies and everything?
No, this is my magnifier, with the lens missing, which I'm sure you broke recently. You've replaced the lens with your mom's glasses and glued them together with kids' glue.
That's preposterous.
Круче
Never have I
любого
ever.
Шерлока Холмса.
Okay, never mind. This will do, I guess. Let's head out.
Так, ну вот. Вся команда в сборе.
Millie, my toy giraffe. I've had her since I was 5 years old. She seems frightened. I should talk to her. Oh, so nice to see you two working together again. True friendship is never...
Okay, forget it. I'm going back to the office.
Mr. Bear, I know you wouldn't let little miss wander around alone. Now, would you?
Why? Is your exaggeration after her?
Listen here, Mr. Bear. Little miss needs your help. Her brother is missing. Now you clean yourself up, get your head straight, and help her out, or else. Yeah, that's right, Mr. Bear.
Sure, gang up on me. Anyways, we should get going. I don't have all night.
Так. Ладно, с Милли мы вроде поговорили. Вещи мы вроде все нужные забрали отсюда, хотя если что, мы в любой момент можем
Let's head out.
вернуться.
Watch my back, Ted. Unpacked stuff from our city apartment. Let's guess what's inside. I bet it's full of bouncing balls, sorted and packed neatly according to color, size, or bounceability.
А чё гадать, давайте разрежем коробку и
Do what with it?
посмотрим. Я сказал, разрежем коробку и
Are
посмотрим.
you even trying?
Так, а если вот так?
I don't think so.
Ладно.
Wait, it's locked. But why?
This is mighty suspicious, doll. Wasn't there a hole in the study wall? You know, that one that you used to crawl through when you were younger.
You're right, Snoop. Maybe I can still fit through. It's worth checking out.
Да уж. Удивительно, что дырку за все это время не заделали между кабинетом и комнатой.
It's so dark in here, Ted. I can't see anything.
The light is busted. We'll have to find a flashlight or something.
Так, фонарик должен быть где-то рядом.
The use of the color green is what makes this painting stand out. It's just so vivid and beautiful. You can almost taste it. That's just...
It's just weird.
Yup, it's weird. It's a tree, like the ones outside, only this one is inside. It's creepy. I don't like it.
Это растение всех убило. Ладно.
Rust. Hey there, Rust. It's been a while.
Sure has, Snoop. Still walking the beat?
Not lately. I finally took some time out to sort things out.
He's pretending he's retired. It takes a lot out of him, apparently.
Well, you couldn't have picked a worse time to retire, Snoop. Things are getting close to boiling point down in the city.
What's going on, Rust?
Wish I could tell you, Bear. I'm as clueless as the rest of them. One thing I know is that I was working at the steel mill one day. The damn place got blown up.
We've heard the city is in lockdown.
Sure is. It's been like that since the mill exploded. The official statement is that there was a gas leak down at the basement level, but we all know better.
So you think it wasn't an accident? You think someone is trying to cover something up?
I wouldn't go that far, miss. My suspicion is that the officials don't want to make a big deal out of it. Keep the folks at ease.
What about the mill owner, that Dietz fellow? He made any enemies lately? Filed any big insurance claim or something?
Nah, Bear. Mr. Dietz is a straight-up bird. Besides, his son was down at the mill when it happened. Kid got a little
смысле прямая птица. Тут всего можно ожидать.
So no one leaves or enters the city at this point?
That's what the lockdown implies, Bear. Folks are still escaping, though. I hear some of them got here through the tunnels. Them mugshot boys were the first to flee, and poor old Millie. I hear she got here safe.
Millie's in my room. She's resting.
Bless your kind heart, little miss. I'll stay here in the hallway. Keep an eye out.
Can you do it, Rust? You seem kind of tired.
I ain't no bunny, little miss. Some buster tries to pull a fast one on me, I'll give him a little chin music before I drop a dime on him to the elbows.
What?
He's saying he can do it. How'd you escape?
I used the east tunnel maintenance shaft, but the thing was getting close to collapsing. I think they closed it off completely after I got through.
Ясно, понятно, да уж.
Have you seen Flint, Rusty? Millie told me he might be missing.
I'm sorry, little miss. I'm afraid I haven't seen your brother. But I'm sure he's fine. Flint is a tough kid. Besides, no one has left or entered this room since I got here.
You know anything about the Yellow King?
Not really. I guess they left the thing wide open, like open to interpretation. I personally didn't think much of it.
Что-то я не понял, что там за желтый король. Вроде он не упоминался до этого. Хотя я вроде бы старался следить внимательно.
We've heard rumors about some Red Man. Know anything about that?
I sure do.
Red
He's
Man.
the damn reason all this is happening. So this Red shows up down in PC. This was a week ago. He goes after the thugs first, gathers information and such. No one thought nothing of it. Couple of beaten up lowlifes here and there. It's a common trait with these guys, you know? Then, the fire started. I hear a couple of guys down from the coal district gathered a posse, trying to corner this bird. No one heard from him since. And those guys are miners, Bear. They're as tough as nails.
Who is?
Those guys, Ted.
What kind of information is he after?
Well, here's the funny part, Snoop. I heard he was asking a lot of questions about our beloved Miss here. That's why I'm here. After Doris and the kids left the city, I figured I'd come here and make sure Amber stays safe. Now, don't you be dragging her on one of your ill-advised adventures, Bear.
Are you kidding me? Anyways, why would this guy be going around asking about her? You know anything about this, doll? Anyone whose life you're messing with? Besides mine, I mean. Angry boyfriend, perhaps?
Don't get smart. I never heard of this Red guy until tonight. Besides, you're the only man in my life, Bear.
Who's getting smart now? So, what kind of information is this guy after, Rust?
Haven't I told you about this already? He's asking about our little Miss here. Is he all right?
He's fine. He's just sleepy and grumpy and, like, totally not drunk.
Nah, I'm fine. I'm just sleepy and grumpy because she dragged me out in the middle of the night on some wild goose chase.
Он же вполне логичный вопрос задал, то есть понятно, что он про нее спрашивал, но что конкретно? Можно много разных вещей спрашивать.
Well, we better get cracking.
Sure thing, Snoop.
Thank you, Rusty. Bye.
Как она выглядит, до вопроса, на что у нее сильнее всего аллергия.
It's locked. I mean, of course it is.
На самом деле, первый эпизод тоже довольно длинный.
This hole leads to Flint's room. It's covered in cobwebs, though. That's so gross. Go in, Ted, and check it out. I'll wait for you here.
I'm sorry, doll. As much as crawling through spider-infested holes sounds appealing to me, I have to pass. See, spiders tend to nest in my fur, and then I have to take a bath and go through this whole fumigation process. It's a mess.
Он сказал не некоторые, они явно сказал, что я, конечно, обожаю лазить по кишащим пауками дыркам, но сегодня я пас. Возможно, этот вариант был лаконичнее, который они оставили. Так, может быть, мне уже есть штука, которая мне поможет прорваться.
Are you even trying?
Блин, ладно.
There's a number written underneath. 107. What does it mean?
10-7's the police code for an unconscious or a dead person.
That's a little grim.
I don't make the rules. I sure as hell don't follow them either. We'll have to find another way.
Ключ не взять.
It looks pretty. The sand, I bet, came from somewhere far away.
That dim-witted boy sells these down at the local market. So the sand probably came from...
Nope, somewhere far away. Maybe some desert.
Sure, the desert.
А главное код 107 запомнить на бюсте.
A book titled It's a Wonderful Lie, The Judicial System and How to Exploit It for Profit. So many stupid words. I hate boring books. A book titled Indoctrination of Roman Dutch Law in the Courts of South Africa. Well, that makes no sense whatsoever.
Так, ладно. Ух ты,
It's a
нечто.
decorative plaque of some sort, or an award for wood chopping? I don't really know.
Так. Короче, у нас две закрытых комнаты, в которые надо попасть. Так. Ага. Открытая книга.
Lex injusta non est lex? Funny made-up words. Although they have a certain righteous ring to them.
Короче, что-то из биографии Лекса Лютера. Ладно. Тут что-то еще должно полезное для нас быть.
Hey, a flashlight. But there are no batteries inside.
There's bound to be some in the house.
We can ask Rusty if he'll give us one of his. I'll take the flashlight with me.
Так, отлично. Вот, фонарик у нас есть. У нас есть одна, кстати, батарейка.
This won't work. It usually takes 2 or more of these.
Но нам надо сразу 2, ладно. Поэтому пойдем просить у робота его батарейку.
What the hell? What was that?
I don't know, Ted. Lights? Tricks?
Yeah, I guess. I'm getting too old for this.
This thing?
Yeah, sounds right.
Not really.
Вот только думаешь, что уже ничего такого сверхъестественного не произойдет, и бац, надпись на стене.
Rust, we need a big favor.
What's this about, Bear?
Rusty, we need a battery for our flashlight. We thought you could help us out.
Sure, I got batteries, but here's the problem, miss. If I give you a battery, I gotta shut down for the rest of the night, and I have to keep an eye out.
Да, нам всего одна ведь нужна.
Can't you give us just one battery, Rusty? You'll still have a couple of them left, right?
Here's the thing, little miss. It's a closed circuit.
She knows. She's just playing on your soft side, Rust.
Короче, ему тоже нужно обязательно, чтобы обе были.
We could take some of that edge off, Rust. Why don't you rest your eyes for a bit and let me and the doll here take over?
You? No offense, Bear. I respect you as much as anyone in Paper City, but this here is different. I don't think you could handle this red guy on your own. You should take care of Miss and Millie and leave the patrol to me.
Are you saying I'm not qualified for watch duty? We have to wrap this thing up, fast. There's a bottle of carrot juice in my desk that's longing for my return. We can keep an eye out for anyone suspicious in the meantime. Besides, you know I'm more than qualified. That nasty business from a couple of years ago, with them robots going missing. I was the one that brought that whole shady affair down, and you know it.
Are you trying to play me, Bear? I know you had nothing to do with that. That thing went so high up, there's no chance in hell Snoop like you even got close to wrapping it up.
You seem to have blown a fuse there, Rust. It was me who cracked that case, and I can prove it. I have the case file and the credentials, handed to me by the commissioner in my office somewhere.
Okay, settle down there, Bear. Let's make a deal. You show me the credentials, and I'll hand over the battery. It's not that I don't believe you. I just want to make sure you're not playing me, is all.
Ted and Amber, move away.
Oh my god, Ted, you're not supposed to read the brackets. A do-over?
Keep it rolling! We should get to my office, Doll. There's an old file I have to find.
What's this whole deal about anyways? Why can't he just give us a battery? We can keep an eye out.
Rust is having a hard time coping with what happened. He worked in that mill for over 20 years, and now suddenly he's got nothing to do. Let's just do this to humor him.
Poor Rust. Okay, you're right. Let's find that file.
I think by the time this is over, we're going to meet a lot of people in his position.
Вроде папку не должно быть особо сложно найти.
There should be an old file here somewhere. Nasty business from a couple of years ago. The robot union hired me to look into several cases of robot kidnappings.
I remember. That CEO of Illuminarium, Skinner, used robot parts to manufacture headlights at low prices.
Yep, I brought down that whole shady deal. Almost got shot in the process. Rust finds me unqualified for lookout duty. Probably thinks I'm a burnout.
You're not a burnout, Ted. I mean, you were more driven before, but I understand you've had a lot on your mind lately. Anyways, I'm really glad you're with me on this one.
Sure thing, doll. What, am I going to say no to you?
Thanks, Ted.
Don't mention it, partner.
That's what the phones looked like back in the days. I mean, now. It serves as a support for his heavy head when he passes out.
Ну что ж, не самое плохое время, место для сна. Блин.
We should...
Left there for research purposes.
А вот, в картотеку надо зайти, да. Короче, гонять их по экрану здесь нельзя было.
Yep, that's the one. Let's head back to that hothead robot.
Потеря кадров 6. Но очень печально. Ну хотя ладно. Рада, что не какие-нибудь там 90. Так, ну все, да? Нет, не все. Что это? Да, документы. Ну вот теперь уже дело техники. Отдать ему, получить батарейку, зайти в ванну. Там, по-моему, дальше какая-то фигня будет, которую я в прошлый раз не смог осилить. Точнее, теперь уже в позапрошлый, когда пытался это пройти. Так. Ну вот, Фома неверующий, смотри сам.
There you go, buddy. Signed and authorized by Commissioner Locke himself. Anyways, we really need that battery now, Rust. Time's a factor here.
So it was you. I'll be damned. That was a big deal for us robots, you know. I always held you in high regard, Bear. But you just earned my utmost admiration, let me tell you. You can have my battery. I can use a little shut-eye, to be honest. Keep an eye out and keep little Miss here safe. Oh, and check on Millie from time to time. Make sure she's all right.
Thanks, Rust. We won't let you down.
Thank you so much, Rusty. Get some sleep. We'll wake you up in the morning.
Так, отлично, все.
Hey, I got it working.
Так.
You should really know what this is by now, buddy.
It's where I take long showers and contemplate life. Also, I sing. Where's the money, Lebowski?
Так, вот это нам вроде бы понадобится. Щеточка для пыли.
This duster may come in handy. I'll take it with me just in case.
Кстати, можно небольшую цветомузыку устроить для дискотеки. Осталось только включить какой-нибудь кочевый музон, типа в стиле первого Блейда. И вот, пожалуйста. Легким движением руки скучная ванна превращается в веселый танцпол.
Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who will be a beautiful princess who's bound to live a long and happy life in a castle somewhere in France?
Я бы не хотел быть принцессой во Франции, учитывая, как там обращаются с монаршими особами.
Did that thing just talk?
I don't know. Did it?
Лучше уж где-нибудь в Британии или в Испании.
It's full of bathroom stuff. Maybe in our world, a happy little bush lives there, just sitting there between light and dark shades of blue. It's just one of classic TP found in most bathrooms. What's there left to say that hasn't been published in Science Weekly already? Am I right? It's full of uninteresting stuff.
Ну почему же сразу не интересно? Может быть, там какие-нибудь невероятные моющие средства. Так, ладно. Главное убедиться, что мы ничего не пропустили. О, таблеточки.
I don't know what these are for, but I'm not allowed to take them. They taste terrible anyways. I'm not going through trash. It's just my work ethic.
Да ладно.
No, but nice try, Mom. No, but nice try, Mom.
Здорово. Ладно. щеточка нам, по-моему, поможет избавиться от паутины.
What's happening? What is this? Doll, you seeing this?
Что-то знакомое.
I don't know, Ted.
Это у какого-то сериала был такой лозунг.
It's nothing, probably.
Did you see
It's
it?
the middle of the night and the light is playing
Только
tricks
я
on us.
не
Let's
уверен,
go.
у какого именно. Вроде бы у 4400, но, по-моему, нет. Так, ладно. Так, оно работает. Да, но оно как-то недружелюбно сверкает. Так. Вот сейчас хлоп, и никакой паутины нет.
There, I cleaned it up. Go crawl through.
Why don't you crawl through?
Obviously, I can't fit. Otherwise, I would totally do it.
Sure you would.
Все, пошел, пошел.
The case was spinning out of control. So fast I had to hold onto my hat. Nothing made sense, and it was getting more twisted by the minute. We've come across an old buddy of mine who has suddenly found himself out of purpose and place. The steel mill, where Rust worked for years, got blown to bits. Hundreds of hard-working, honest people lost their jobs overnight. The police are writing it off as an accident. Coincidentally, there were a lot of accidents this past week. The whole damn city was burning up and no one was doing anything about it. Did I pick the wrong time to get out of that dump? According to Rust and Millie, one man is responsible for all this mayhem. In 1 week, he's become a synonym for fear of the city, and police and thugs alike shuddering at the mention of his name.
Либо вот эту фигню перематывающую надо было
They call
меньше
him
сделать по
the Red
размеру.
Man. I have a strong feeling in my gut. It's all somehow connected. My retirement, the fires, and the official cover-up. What happened to Flint,
Разумеется, это
the
связано.
Red
Специально ждал,
Man? It's
пока ты
all leading to her.
уволишься, чтобы
I
спокойно
feel
все
she is
сжигать.
the key to all of
Хотя нет,
this.
здесь у него
The
шляпа
last
есть.
piece of the puzzle I have to solve.
Он
Does
просто
she
ее
know more than
деликатно
she's led me
снимает
to
перед
believe?
нами каждый раз, когда
Or
начинаются
have I let my
геймплейные моменты.
suspicions get the better of me? It's hard for me to admit this. It's also downright stupid. But I've let myself trust her over the years we've worked together. And I have to trust her now. Sooner or later, we'll find ourselves back in that hellhole of a city. This bond I have with her will be the only thread I'll have to hold on to when things go from bad to worse. In Paper City, all bets are off, but the stakes were never as high as now.
Вот те самые братцы-кралики, которые помогли Милле и Расту сбежать из города.
An empty box. Just think of the possibilities.
Кстати, надо все коробки изучить, чтобы получить.
I've got a sudden urge to play it on stage and destroy it over the drum kit. Well, this thing really stands out. We'll have to find another way. Lowlifes. I guess they are so used to police interrogations. Standing in front of bright lights is where they feel most at home.
Да уж.
I had a feeling I'd find you two lurking around. How is it that whenever something fishy goes down, you two are peeking around the corner?
Save your monologues for the shower, Snoop. We didn't do it.
And what exactly didn't you do?
Whatever you're implying we did or didn't do.
So you did it.
It depends.
Depends on what?
If we did whatever you're hinting that we did, or for that matter didn't do, and if the answer might incriminate us to a certain degree, then as a fact, I can state that we didn't do it. See? But if not doing it, whatever it is you're implying we did or didn't do would put us in the same position as in the previous statement, considering it was true, then we certainly did do it.
this is going nowhere. If you weren't a crook, you could have had a career as a lawyer, although the two aren't mutually exclusive.
Yeah? Well, if you weren't a snoop, you could have had a career as a drunk, although the two aren't mutually exclusive, see?
Don't act smart with me, lowlife. I'll take you downtown faster than you can say I'm guilty. Now start spilling the beans, or this friendly get-together might turn out ugly for you too.
Веселые разговоры, ничего не скажешь.
So, why are you here exactly?
That's none of your business, Snoop.
Listen here, you lowlife. I know you operate on the west side these days. I've seen you down with your face in the mud coming out from those 24-hour carrot bars near the harbor. I know you've seen things. You two better start being useful, or else.
Oi, Copernicus, how about you take a long walk down the shore pier, see? We ain't seen nothing. We're just a couple of them hard-working individuals, see? We know our rights. We pay them taxes and such. What's a snoop like you even gonna do? You ain't a cop, see?
You got that right, pal. I ain't a cop. That just means I can throw a couple of knuckle sandwiches your way before I take you two lowlifes in. Not that anyone would care. I can just say I found you that way, or that the Reef King got to you before I did.
Maybe it's time you leave two exemplary citizens like us alone and find yourself someone else you can bother, see? I hear that crazy old coot's been chasing seagulls down at the harbor lately. Maybe he can help you, see?
CBG. Haven't seen him in a while. You're saying he knows something?
It's worth a shot, ain't it? It's not like you're getting anywhere with us. It's just that getting the information out of him might prove to be quite a task, see?
Don't worry about that. Me and him go back a long way. He'll talk to me.
Интересно, что второй-то брат ничего не говорит. Он, видимо, более скромный или немой.
Why'd you escape the city?
Who says we escaped? Me and John just came to enjoy ourselves out in the country, see? We might take up fishing or hiking. Yeah, those types of things.
That's just great news, Jimmy. I love it here. It's so relaxing.
Sure, and your escape had nothing to do with the recent activities regarding the Red Man.
What Red Man? Also, Snoop, Native American is the proper nomenclature, I do believe.
You know who I'm talking about, so stop playing dumb. Not you, big guy. I know you can't help it.
Help what? What are we talking about?
Forget it.
В принципе, он немного похож на Николаса Кейджа по произношению. Вот я как раз думал, каких еще красных можно вспомнить, а они уже сами подсказали, что надо говорить коренной американец.
Where is Flint Ashworth?
Beats me. He wasn't here when we arrived. Is he missing?
No. I just got an official letter from the studio executives. They've pushed back the deadline. I just wanted to inform him he's not getting drawn or animated for this episode.
Oh, it's a tragedy when that happens. Those corporate suits, they're always standing in the way of true creativity.
Shut up, John. He's just pulling your leg.
So you're saying you had nothing to do with his disappearance?
Who do you take us for, Snoop? We ain't no kidnappers. The kid probably went to see his friends or something, see? Besides, he's a tough kid. I'm sure he's fine.
Sure, because kidnapping is way off the line for you two. It's one of the few things missing from your MO. Maybe you thought you should step up the game. Who put you up to it?
Whoa, as I said, we ain't no kidnappers, see? We may have our differences, you and I, but you know we would never go as far.
All right, you're off the hook, for now. You two lowlifes heard anything about the Red Man?
We might have heard something. My memory's a bit fuzzy these days, see?
Да уж, воспоминания у него затуманились. Может, ему их прочистить?
Tell me what I want to know, and I'll buy you a fancy dinner.
Thanks for the attempted bribe, Snoop. I appreciate the gesture, but we're stuffed.
Aren't we all? I just don't get why you would protect someone that made you flee the city in the middle of the night.
Hold on there, Snoop. We're not protecting anyone. It's just that this guy, he's not your average sap, see?
Your memory's getting a bit better, eh?
Hey, we want to see this all sorted out as much as anyone. With all the folks leaving the city, it's bad for business.
Sure, I can only imagine. What do you know about him?
Not much, and the things we heard are mostly just stories. He's setting fires and whatnot down in the city. Wants to see it all burn, see? No one will stop this guy, Snoop. Not even you.
He's the reckoning this city was due for. He won't stop until everything is dust. and we lie forgotten in the sands of time.
Ладно, не такой уж он и тупой. Смотрите, какую красивую метафору родил. Прописки времени и все такое.
I have to go. When I come back, I hope for your sake, nothing will be missing.
Besides the kid, you mean?
You trying to be funny, or you got the sudden urge to confess?
The first one, yeah. See you later, Snoop.
You better believe it. One more thing. You didn't find a key by any chance lying around the house?
Oh, yeah, we did. It was just lying on the floor.
That's what I thought. How about you hand it over to me? I'll keep it safe for you guys.
Sure thing, there you go. Now don't go telling people we never helped you. It's like we're partners now, see?
Sure.
О, нам ключ дали. Это хорошо. Ключи это полезно. Так, где-то тут должна эта фигня валяться.
A book titled A Small Car on Top of Me. The Life of a Book. What? What sort of literature is this?
Так, вот это нам пригодится. Я, правда, не очень помню зачем.
I'll just sell this sword and buy some revives for later.
Да, вот зелье воскрешения нам точно не помешает. Да и в принципе там лечебные и прочее все. Так, книги, это какие-нибудь учебники.
A book titled Half-Life 3. Oh, I bet it's fantasy.
Нет, это сценарий Half-Life 3. Что ж, появляется еще одна рабочая версия, куда мог деться Флинт. Посреди ночи к нему пришел рассерженный Гейб и такой: хватит воровать мою интеллектуальную собственность, а потом такой упадет на него всем своим весом и раздавил ребенка. Ну ладно, это слишком жестокая версия. Так. Что-то тут не хватает. Или все на месте? Нет, вроде все на месте.
It's an accordion.
Так. Ой, дерьмо какое. Ну ладно. В принципе, не очень большая потеря кадров.
I'll take it with me. Maybe Millie can tell me something more about it.
Так, отлично. Ну, вроде мы все собрали здесь, да? Или нет?
Empty sheets of paper spread across the table surface. What future awaits those sheets of paper? Will they ever become a book? Storage space reserved. It's a cardboard box. I bet there are all kinds of useful things inside.
Так, ну все, да? Ключ у нас есть. По-моему, от последней комнаты, куда мы не проникли.
Those two clowns are in there, not being useful as always.
Did you ask them about Flint?
I did. They didn't know anything. I think they're just hiding from someone.
The Red Man?
That's my best bet, but who knows with those two.
So Flint's not in there?
No.
What should we do, Ted? We have to find him.
Well, we're not going to find him standing here. We should check other rooms. Maybe he's hiding somewhere. Mugshots gave me this key to your parents' room that they totally just found lying on the floor.
We should start there then.
Such forward ideas. You're going to be a fine detective one day.
Thanks, Bear. You too.
В принципе, я думаю, мы скоро уже это раскроем. А, нет, стоп. О, ключ от двери. То есть ключ от комнаты родителей на двери комнаты родителей.
It's unlocked. Hope I don't get into trouble over this.
Да уж, такая заходишь, а там, короче говоря, они играют в карты. Нет, в домино. И кто-то жестоко проигрывает. Так.
Some weird plant is sticking out of it. For combing your hair, I like my hair more au naturel.
You mean you don't brush it and just wear it whatever way it was when you woke up?
Yep, that's the idea.
Так, ну тут она может ходить, а почему же в этом не могла? В шкафу.
If you draw with it on your mom's evening dress, she'll get like really mad. Like volcanic eruption mad.
Так, вот, по-моему, нам фотик нужен. Вообще любому хорошему детективу нужно что-нибудь, что поможет ему документировать свой прогресс.
I'll take this film strip with me. Maybe I can develop it later. It's plastic wrap for your clothes, for some reason. This thing is so dusty. It's like it looks like the thing, whatever.
Сейф.
There we go. It was the number from the statue. Not a police code for anything, Mr. I don't follow no rules. Hey, these are the liquids for developing pictures. I'll take them with me.
Так. Сейчас будем проявлять фото по старинке. Привет, Вась. Рад, что ты зашел. Так.
I don't think so.
Нет, и сюда надо, по-моему. Контейнеры. Налить проявочную жидкость.
There. We just need the empty photo thingy to put it in. We can get it from that machine over there.
You know how to use that thing?
Not yet, but I was voted most likely to figure stuff out in my school once.
Это уже не про Щелкунчика.
I don't think so.
Это скорее, знаешь, Паддингтон в городе грехов. Мрачный реалистичный ребут. Герой, которого мы заслужили. Так. Теперь эту хрень надо включить. Ну если та игра, то да.
Is it over? Is that it?
Looks the same to me.
Some detective you are. Obviously something happened. We need to use the developing liquids now, and then we get the photo.
Как хорошо в наши дни, да? Вот не надо ни в чем макать, ничего просвечивать. Щелкнул, и вот тебе уже фото. Отправляй его куда хочешь. Или никуда не отправляй. Так, ну что мы можем сказать по этой фотографии?
He's in my house.
Okay, calm down. That could be anyone.
Oh, no, it's him. He's in my house and he did something
более взрослый и красивый.
Wait, don't be so rash. There's probably an explanation for this.
We found a piece of his robe earlier and now this photo.
Don't get your parents involved, doll. They're having a hard time as it is.
Или,
This
может
could be
быть,
just a
злобный
prank, is all
бухой
I'm saying.
папа
We
с
should get back to
носом
Millie
умрет.
and see if she can tell us something about the fabric.
Yeah, you're right. We have to wait, though. The room is locked by a mechanism connected to that machine over there, and it will unlock in a couple of minutes. My dad made it like this so no one would barge in and light up the room when he's developing photos.
Alright, so we wait. So, how have you been lately?
Ну да. Не, ну почему прогресс? Ты что-то имеешь против этих самых медведей, работающих детективами? Вот, а теперь у нас идет, короче, Quantum Break. Мы играем за злодея и решаем, какие будут его дальнейшие действия. На самом деле на этом месте тоже не помешает сохраниться. Так. Мы можем, короче, грохнуть жирафиху, а можем уйти через окно. Я, наверное, сделаю это, чтобы, короче говоря, чтобы я мог ее потом допросить. Потому что если мы ее тупо убьем... Вот, сейчас я покажу просто, да. Что она ее будет оплакивать. Но тем не менее. Делегация бедовиров захватила рынок вакансий, да, наверное. Не, ну понимаешь, так это будет оборотень, волк, вот, это банально. А медведь это все-таки как-то круче и более экзотично. Тем более, поверь мне, они мало отличаются от бухих медведей, те, кто сейчас там работает.
Oh no, Ted, it's Millie.
Damn it.
Why would somebody do this? She was just a sweet old woman. She hasn't done nothing wrong to anyone.
Главное, и так брутально башку оторвали.
Poor Millie. I've had her since I was 5, almost as long as...
Me, yeah, I know. Doll, what do you think we should do now?
I honestly don't know. Ted, I'm a bit shaken up at the moment. I have to go find Mom and Dad. Whoever this red man is, he's done something to Flint.
Please, don't get your parents involved again. I suggest we head out to Paper City and see what we can dig up on this guy. We can go down to the docks and talk to CBG. He's bound to know something.
Again? What do you mean?
What? I don't know. We should get moving. Is there any entrance to the city we can use at the moment?
There's one in the attic. Maybe we can use that one.
Yeah, good idea. Let's head out.
Poor Millie. This is our fault, you know? We told Rusty we'd keep an eye out, and now she's dead. We've let her down.
Hey, this is not your fault. That red freak did this. Believe me when I say this, doll. You can't save everyone all the time. People die. That's just how the dice roll. All you can do at times like these is keep your head up. Think of the fond memories you have of her, and just keep going. We'll get that red bastard sooner or later. That's my promise to you.
I know, it's just...
It's sad, I know, but life gets sad sometimes. You just have to pull through, and happiness will find you again. Now let's go. We've still got a case to solve, and somebody's got to pay for this.
Так. Вот как все могло быть. But how about this? Так. Он почему-то морковный сок пьет. Понимаешь? Ну, возможно, ты прав, и дело в его, короче, диете. Поэтому он такой мрачный. С другой стороны, он должен выдерживать образ нуарного детектива. Милли, походу, будет орать в любом случае, независимо от того, будут ее убивать или нет. Я вот, кстати, пропустил этот момент. В прошлый раз я, короче, смотрел летсплей у чувака. И думал, что это единственный вариант, но нет, интересность именно, среди прочего, в этом в том, что мы можем выбирать, как бы, как история пойдет дальше. Правда, по-моему, в следующих эпизодах это не скажется никак. То есть Милли мы, по-моему, больше и не встретим в любом случае.
Millie, are you okay? We heard a scream.
А во второй части бифуркация, короче, приведет к тому, что в третьей части будут выбраны оба варианта.
We found a photo. He's in my house, Millie. You just missed him. He must have heard you two coming, 'cause he jumped out the window seconds before you came in. I can't imagine what would have happened if you hadn't shown up. It's okay, Millie. We're here now. You're safe.
We should get moving. Is there any entrance to the city we can use at the moment?
There's one in the attic. Maybe we can use that
хотя бы
one.
никакой трагической оперной музыки. Спасибо.
What about Millie? Are we gonna leave her alone? What if the red man shows up?
She'll be fine. Millie's a tough broad. She'll probably whack the hell out of him until he's had enough and surrenders to local authority.
Millie, are you gonna be fine on your own? Don't worry about me, little miss. I'll go and find some place to hide. You two better be careful out there.
Конечно, второй, третий эпизоды повеселее. Ладно, так.
Are you even trying?
Millie, we found this piece of red cloth in Flint's room. We thought you could tell us something more about it.
I'm afraid I don't recognize this particular fabric. But by the feel of it, it feels like a firefighter's uniform. I'm sorry, but that's as much as I can tell.
A firefighter's uniform? This is getting stranger by the minute.
Не, ну
What do you make of
логично.
this doll?
I honestly don't know.
Пожары там везде, он пожарный. Ему надоело их тушить, он решил для разнообразия позажигать.
Please don't get your parents involved again. I suggest we head out to Paper City and see what we can dig up on this guy. We can go down to the docks and talk to CBG. He's bound to know something.
Так, ну вот.
Door that leads to the attic. No, really, that's all there is to it. It leads to the attic, hence the name, the attic door.
Ну, блин. Мало ли. У пижамы Сэма дверь на чердак вела аж на небо, в небесную погодную корпорацию. Кажется, мы кое-что не взяли в спальне. Блин, фига себе, какой у робота храп. Я сперва думал, кто там что передвигает. А это он, оказывается. Клейка лента пригодится, чтобы заклеить кому-нибудь рот.
I'll take this tape with me. I can use it to tape Ted to a flagpole.
Ну или так.
Used for measuring, liquids?
Жидкости. Так, мне YouTube рекомендует глянуть видос про топ-10 детей с суперспособностями, а также миньонов, которые на самом деле нацисты-водолазы. Опять собака сломался, походу. Не, он пытается тебя о чем-то предупредить. Важно расшифровать его послание. Возможно, в скором времени толпа миньонов-нацистов с суперспособностями, короче, пойдут в атаку, и надо будет от них защищаться. Ой. Мне топ-10 франшиз предлагали посмотреть от одного известного господина. Так, ну что там?
I'll just take the nail with me. The uses for it are practically endless. I'll take it with me, with some proper crafting.
Вот именно крафтинг. Крафтингом сейчас будем заниматься.
Are you even This won't work. Are you even This won't work. It usually takes 2 or more of these.
Больше 2 лент или больше 2 палок? О чем она? Геошторм? А Геошторм это по игре? Так, пора что-то сделать с этими часами. А то они, понимаешь, тикают и тикают неестественно.
That actually worked? You just unlocked something with an old rusty nail? How convenient is that? That's just lazy writing.
Don't be such a negative Nancy, Snoop. Of course it worked. My genius knows no bounds.
Точно. Прям как в воду глядел, говорит. Ленивый сценарий просто-напросто. Так, а что мы отсюда должны выдрать? А, крюк. Да, точно.
Yay, I got the hook thingy. I bet this will be super useful, like really soon.
Так, теперь мы, наверное, наконец-то можем.
This won't hold. There. Now I can have higher aspirations.
Теперь мы наконец-то можем залететь высоко, как пели замечательные ребята из какого там Poets of the Fall. Кстати, опять-таки телекинез.
Millie, Rust, and the mugshots all escaped through the east tunnel. It's closed off now. We've heard from several sources now that the police commissioner had ordered a lockdown. I was starting to wonder, was it to keep everyone at bay till they catch the person responsible? Or was it to maybe keep someone out? It's too big of a coincidence that all of this started to happen at the same time I left the city, and now I find myself unable to return. I've come across the Mugshot brothers, but as expected, they were uncooperative. Wise guys. Reasoning with them is a fruitless effort. However, the little information I got from them could be useful later. They seem nervous. I mean, more than usual. We found some clues around the house that could help us find Flint, but so far, everything is leading nowhere. I've examined the evidence myself, but can't connect the dots yet. It seems appropriate that the last case in my career would be like this. Everyone knows the story. The detective only has a couple of days till retirement, but then the lady in distress shows up and begs him to help her out. He decides, against all reason, to do this one last thing. But the case proves to be his hardest yet. Somewhere down the line, the detective gets shot. Fade to black. We had a run-in with the main suspect, the man in the red hood. He gave Millie quite a scare. Who knows what would have happened if we had gotten there just a little late. It was getting more obvious now. He's the one responsible for Flint's disappearance. We had to table all of our options, and we decided to go back to Paper City. I have an informant there that could know some things, and that's our best bet at the moment. Red, it seems, wants to get to Amber, so I figured I'd throw him out.
Классно Батлер сыграл, раз угорали.
Best place to do that
Главное, комиксы он в этой игре-то не хуже, чем в Безумном Максе, он один только красный, разросшийся над городом, чувствует.
Let's just hope it's not too late.
Вот-вот, Вася, я о чем. И такое тут практически каждый раз, когда идет вот эта комиксовая секция. Возможно, разработчики пытались тонко намекнуть, типа, да зачем вам все это? Давайте дальше.
It's filled with the kind of stuff no one ever uses, but is too important for some reason to be thrown away. Good evening, officer.
Oh my god, Miss Ashworth, is that really you? I must say, I've only seen you in the papers, but you look even better in person.
Stop, you're going to make me blush. Oops, too late. No, but seriously, officer.
Burke, Miss Ashworth, but you can call me Brian.
Okay, Brian, we need to enter the city. You see, we're working on this case and we need to find a friend of ours. He might know some things.
I'm terribly sorry, Miss Ashworth. I'm afraid no one is allowed to enter the city at this point. Not even a beloved and well-known celebrity such as yourself. I'm so sorry.
Well...
So sorry.
That's okay.
Главное, у медведя нормальные глаза, у многих других они какие-то...
Police officer, actually. I'm fresh out of the academy, but I'm planning to make detective in a couple of years.
Well, that's ambitious.
Is that a fake mustache?
No.
Фальшивые у него волосы.
It is, it just fell on the floor.
Well, this is embarrassing. I'm sorry. Everyone at the station has a mustache these days, and I just can't seem to grow one myself. My fiance even makes fun of me sometimes.
Well, I think you look just dashing without a mustache. It makes you look younger.
Well, thank you kindly, miss.
That's a tough deal, kid. You'll have a hard time becoming a detective if you don't have a mustache.
But you don't have one, Mr. Bear.
I'm a private snoop, Jimmy. I don't need to fit in. I walk my beat alone.
Oh my god.
You haven't seen Flint Ashworth by any chance?
Miss Ashworth's brother?
That's right. Have you seen him?
I'm sorry, Mr. Bear. I'm confused.
That's understandable, son. You're a Paper City police officer. Never mind that now. Stevie, you know anything about the Red Man?
I'm sorry, Mr. Bear. I really can't discuss such matters. I will tell you one thing, though. The word on the street is that the suspect, codename Red, is asking a lot of questions about Miss Ashworth.
What kind of questions? What's so interesting about Amber, anyways?
Hey!
Don't worry, Miss Ashworth. You're the most interesting person I know. If I was a crazy lunatic with an agenda, I'd stalk you too.
Aw, that's so cute. Thank you, Brian.
Oh,
no, now I'm blushing.
I just have to interrupt, whatever this is. Jerry, what kind of information is Red after?
It's Brian, sir, and I'm afraid I don't really know much about the subject. Only what I hear from the fellow police officers here and there. Besides, I'm not in a position...
to discuss such matters, yeah, I know. Can't you make an exception to let us pass? Just this once.
Mr. Bear, as much as I admire both you and Miss Amber, seriously, I'm a huge fan, but orders are still orders. Things are getting really bad down in the city. If anything were to happen to Miss Amber, I could never forgive myself.
Dave, who ordered this lockdown?
The state officials. Mayor Mills himself signed the decree. I'm afraid without the mayor's signature, no one is allowed to enter or leave the city at the moment. And it's Brian, sir.
And how come the city is on lockdown anyways?
I'm afraid I'm not in a position to discuss such matters, Mr. Bear. Terribly sorry.
Нет, но он же не черный, он красный. Но все равно...
So, what is it we need to do in order to enter the city?
Well, I suppose you would have to get clearance, signed by Mayor Mills himself.
And he'll just sign this clearance, no questions asked.
Normally, no. I don't think so. But since you're in the company of the beautiful and talented Miss Amber, I'm sure the mayor will make an exception.
I'll have to get the mayor on the phone to sort this thing out.
You think he'll let us enter the city?
I really don't know, but that drunk owes me a couple of favors. It's time to call him up on it. To the Batcave.
Скорее уж Bearcave тогда, а не Batcave.
Mayor's office.
Hello there, doll. This is Teddy Bear. You may know me from such cases as saving the mayor's ass on several occasions. I've also set you up with a buddy of mine that one time.
Of course, Mr. Bear, I know who you are. Are you looking to speak with the mayor, Mr. Bear? Because I'm afraid he's not in at the moment. Can I take a message?
No, I have to talk to the mayor personally. It's important. When will the mayor be back?
The mayor should be in first thing in the morning, Mr. Bear.
Okay, never mind. Thanks anyway, doll. He's not in, and we don't have time to sit around and wait till he sobers up. We'll have to find another way.
Hey, what if we made the clearance ourselves?
That's falsifying government papers, doll. I like it. There should be some stationery around here. Give me a minute. Have a drink while you wait.
A drink of what? Make-believe water?
Never mind. Here it is.
Что, хороший вариант.
There. Now we just need something to use as a stamp. And we need to falsify the signature. You're an artist of sorts. You can do this, right?
Not really. I could probably make a stamp out of something, but I can't falsify the signature.
Fine. I'll get those two goons to do it.
The mugshots? You think they'll help you?
Don't worry. My right knuckle can be very persuasive.
Сурово. Так. Тут нету чего-нибудь, что... А, вот. А, нет, учебник по биологии. Вот, цветные...
The tools I use to transfer my genius onto paper. It's all about the birds and the bees, and how the birds like to eat the bees and other insects. I've read all of Dyslexia and Cal to Fright It. Last Encounter, A Trip Through the Wormhole.
Какую странную хрень она читает. Ладно. Блин, неспроста у них фамилия Эшфорд, у них явно и эти самые двери должны открываться с таким же эффектом, как у Resident Evil. Так. Короче, нам надо подпись и печать.
I'll take this key with me, just in case. It's always good to have keys around.
Да уж, ключи лишними не бывают. Все-таки бы чуть-чуть еще дорисовать эту, короче, хваталку. Но, видимо, прикольнее, когда это больше похоже на телекинез.
Hey, the key fits. Let's see what we have in here. I'll take the ink with me. If we wake up in 1789 tomorrow, I'll be all set. I'll take it with me, just in...
Так, по-моему, это надо как-то вместе соединить.
There, now I got a stamp. Messy. Hopefully I won't get it all over my pockets. Come on. Come on.
Да ладно тебе.
To do what with it?
Че, ее сушить как-то надо?
Are you even trying?
Ладно. Значит, возвращаемся в этот самый, в комнату. Так, нет, не туда мы зашли, извиняюсь.
Any leads on the missing kid yet?
That's classified. You too remembered something.
Nothing useful, probably. I faintly remember my old man. He was sitting on a bar stool just drinking away, and after a while the waiters would just chuck him out the back into a dumpster.
Что еще он вспомнит?
Any leads on the missing kid yet?
That's classified. You too remembered something.
Nothing useful, probably. I remember my first job. I got a job helping out at the local library after school. I was never much of a bookworm, but I would just sit there among the books and smell the air, see? That old book smell still lingers to this day. I would sit there on a banister way past the end of my shift, admiring all the people there, the scholars, the academics. I guess they were a reminder of all the things I could be someday, see? Then they had to lock up and the janitors would come and just toss me out back into a dumpster.
Вот, видите, какая тяжелая жизнь у плюшевых кроликов.
Any leads on the missing kid yet?
That's classified.
Поэтому, когда в следующий раз увидите такого, поверните ему руку.
I got a job helping out at the local. I was never much. That old book. I would sit there, scout. I guess they were. Then they had a.
Вообще, вроде, знаешь, я вот сейчас в Good Game пытался
Twilight
City найти. Twilight City нету, а Twilight the Game
I remember
есть.
having a crush on Beverly Christie in high school. I would follow her home from school every day. Then she saw me one day and called the cops. Now I'm a registered stalker, amongst other things.
Так, ладно. Видимо, ему надо дать пропуск, чтобы он его подписал.
I need your help, lowlifes. I've got this fake clearance to enter the city, and I need you to falsify the mayor's signature.
And what makes you think we're the right guys for this? Do we look like counterfeiters to you?
Yeah, you sure do.
Yeah, we can do this. But again, what's in it for us?
Can't you just do it out of common courtesy?
You sure use a lot of fancy words there, Snoop.
Would you do it for Amber?
I would do it for Miss. But something tells me you're just dropping names to get us to agree.
She's with me, and she needs your help.
Oh yeah? She sure lost a lot of weight, or you finally lost your mind, because I can't see you.
She's in the other room. She couldn't squeeze through.
I'll cut you a deal, Snoop. You bring me proof that—
You mean the clearance?
What?
I'll be back.
Sure thing.
Ладно, я уже начал скипать диалоги.
You got it?
No, they don't have anything to write with. You have your pencils with you?
Here you go, but be sure to get them back.
I'll be right back.
Кстати, все уже готовы смотреть 50 оттенков свободы, и так активно рекламируют.
Show some integrity for once in your life and do this thing.
Whoa there! Are these the creators' tools? Where did a Snoop like you get these?
Я их сам сделал. Личный кондитер дал, да, пожалуй, вот этот вариант выберу.
I made them myself. It's amazing what you can do with some trees, a wood saw, and a little time.
Seems like a good trade for you. You were a terrible PI. Better change careers while you're still somewhat sober.
Amber gave them to me, obviously. They have her initials and everything.
All right there, Snoop. Don't get all riled up. Show me that land deal you want falsified.
You mean the clearance?
What? Yeah, sure, the
Ему
clearance.
абсолютно похрен, что поделать.
There. Now, if you don't mind, me and John have some business to attend to. So, how about you hit the old dusty trail?
There, all sorted out.
You didn't hurt them, did you?
I sure did. Lowlifes like that only understand one kind of language.
Oh no, Ted. Why are you always so mean to them?
What? No, it's expected with those two. Never mind that now. I got it sorted. Let's head back to that cop boyfriend of yours.
Да уж. Суровая сцена с плюшевыми щенками заигрывает. Нам же еще надо печать сделать.
All done. Wow, forging documents is a lot of work.
Here you go, Mike. Signed by Jim, Mayor Mills himself.
Yes, here it is, and it's like totally real and not at all fake.
Well, everything seems to check out. Wait a minute, and enjoy the scenery, Miss Amber, Mr. Ted. It's a beautiful view of the city from here. Have a nice night.
You too, Brian.
Good night, Byron.
Have a nice night.
Are you hungry, horsey? Ted, do we have a wooden carrot for him? Alright, I guess we're going back there. You ready, Ted?
Give me a minute. I thought I left that place for good, you know. What about you? You haven't been there in some time, doll.
Yeah, I think so. Besides, we have a case to solve.
You're right. Let's go.
Три новых ачивки дали, охренеть.
It kind of feels like going home.
God damn it. It really does.
Ted, I never asked you. What happened to your former partner?
He grew up.
Да, вот и весь первый эпизод. Сколько это за него времени? Ой-ой-ой. Ой, как скверно. ОБС опять краснеет. Ладно. Я думаю, что в принципе хватит на сегодня. Два других можно попробовать потом пройти. Был стрим на канале Никакого доктора. Я сейчас Никакого доктор. Всем спасибо, что были, и всем до новых встреч. Я надеюсь, что ОБС он будет лучше работать в следующие разы, потому что сейчас он опять что-то пытается на красный сигнал уйти. Я не знаю, в этом винить стоит мою систему или все-таки это гребаный, блин, Good Game виноват. Да, имена какие-то славянские все-таки, наверное, это все-таки поляки. Ладно. В общем, я еще, знаете, думал запустить второй эпизод, немного послушать заставку, но, наверное, мы этого уже делать не будем. Просто подписывайтесь на канал, вступайте в группу. Если вы это еще не делали, если вы меня слышите, смотрите записи, ставьте лайки, пишите комментарии. Всего всем доброго и до новых встреч.